You remember that? All right, what's going on, friends? Well, if you see behind me right now, I traded my 2022 Tundra in, and I guess I took a little bit of a hit. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the first year, and I went backwards and I got a 2021 Toyota Tundra. The last year they had the V8. I got a few things I'm going to talk about. I guess some stuff that I kind of missed from my 2022 and some stuff that I really actually do like in this 2021. First off, what really made me make that decision, just in case you're in the same boat or you're thinking about if you're thinking about buying the new 3rd gen Toyota Tundra, I'm going to say right now, don't want to waste your time, but I don't recommend buying the 3rd gen Toyota Tundra. I 100% don't think that V6 twin turbo is ever going to last as long as this V8. Some of you already know I bought that 6-cylinder twin turbo, and the engine, what people are saying, the engine blew. I don't know if it's really the engine blew. They're getting these seized main bearings because of, I don't know, oil problems or something. And one of my bearings seized up and the whole engine just locked up. And that's happening in the 22s. It happened in some of the 23s. And I'm actually seeing one of my comments on my other video where they're saying this has happened in 2 2024s already. So I'm gonna guess that Toyota has not fixed this problem yet. They're just hoping, I'm guessing, they're hoping that you guys are gonna get through your warranty and then it's gonna be your problem. Well, if you see what my video is labeled, when my engine was blown, I think it cost, they said it cost Toyota or cost somebody, I think it was, don't quote me on this, I think it cost around $28,000 to $30,000 to rip that whole engine out and rebuild it. So that's up to you if you wanna take that and pay for that yourself after your warranty goes. I don't wanna do that. My 07 Tundra, I got 130,000 miles on it and it never left me stranded except for one time because my alternator went. I think I owned my 2022 8 months, the engine blew, and then I was driving back from a soccer game that I was watching my boys, I was driving back from a track meet and it went into a low power mode and I could barely go 30 miles an hour in that new 3rd gen Tundra. And that was what made me decide to get rid of it. I want to go on a couple big long trips towing my boat and I just didn't trust that truck. Maybe it'd be better in the 23s or 24s, but I'm seeing people still have problems with them, so I'm not doing it. Here's just a couple of the comments I seen on the Toyota forum page. Here's one in the 23 engine problems. Here's one in a 22 more engine problems. Here's another one in a 22 reduced power problem like I had. And a lot of these are just these seized main bearings, and I don't know, there's many other little small problems and lots of recalls on that truck. There's definitely a lot more problems with that truck than just the old 2021 Toyota Tundra with the V8 in it. I think the only problem I have with this one is it really looks pretty sweet with these bigger tires, but I really think I just want to get maybe a little bit smaller tire because I actually pulled trailers and pulled boats and stuff with this truck. Yeah, like I said, I really just didn't trust that 6-cylinder twin turbo was going to make it to 150 to 200,000 miles like this old V8. I don't think it would have ever made it, unless you want to put a whole bunch of money into it. I'll tell you some of the stuff I did like about that truck that maybe I kind of miss in this, but some of them things I think I'm going to be able to fix. Well, these are these nice rims, and if anybody wants to buy these tires and you live anywhere near me, I plan on selling these 35-inch tires. Mickey Thompson 1250s, 35 1250 20-inch. These are going to be getting sold. They have almost a ½ inch of tread on them. A lot of tread left. I'm not shipping them though. But this is the one thing I guess I miss in the old Tundra, or this is what I miss in the new Tundra. There was storage under here, but that's one thing I think I can fix. I'm already seeing you can buy some metal or some plastic little containers that will go in there. It goes all the way across. Ain't real cheap, but I can replace that. Either that or I'm going to build something myself. Not really sure. I did take my sub out of my last Tundra, so I plan on putting the sub hopefully behind this seat. That was another thing I don't think you could do in the new Tundra was in the 3rd gen. I could not find anybody that was selling a new radio or head unit or whatever you want to call it. Now I know in this 2021 I can buy Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, whatever I want, and I can put a new radio in that, and then I can hook my sub right up to it. So I'm gonna do that in the future here. Yeah, the inside of this 2021 is, I'm pretty sure, I didn't really look it up, but I think it's definitely bigger. My kids even say it is bigger than the new one, so I like that. The doors even seem to open better. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but the doors seem to open up nicer. My seat hasn't broke yet either. So, and I have an electric seat. My other one, I didn't even have that electric seat, so I really like that. Somebody needs to clean this dirt in my truck. Holy crap. I didn't realize Toyota made a seat that was so comfortable. This thing is like sitting on a couch. That 2022, maybe there's other models that have better comfortable seats, but man, that thing was not comfortable compared to this truck. And I still have the rear window that rolls completely down, so that's really awesome. One thing I think I'm gonna miss on that 2022 is I think I would have liked that composite bed, I guess they called it. It was like a plastic bed, and this is the old metal bed. I'll deal with that. That other one lasted 16 years. And one thing I was talking about, how I think the inside is bigger, this came out of my center console of the 2021. This came out of my center console of that 2022. So that's a 22, that's a 21. This is the older one. Do you see how much bigger that is? Here, I'll put it back to back. That's all the way back. So it sticks out that much further. And, oh, I guess it's about the same width, but it is bigger that way. So that whole center console has more room. And I just have to fix under them seats. Another thing I have on this truck that, I mean, all of them don't have this, but this is a TRD Sport model, and I do have a 38-gallon tank on there, so I really like that. Other than if I completely make it go empty, it's a lot of money to fill it back up, but I really like having that 38-gallon tank. And I do have front tow hooks. I see a lot of people complaining about that, and I know you can kind of fix it, but this one comes with front tow hooks. Crazy. I already did research because I plan on putting a really nice bumper on the front of this. And another thing I don't think you have to do, correct me if I'm wrong, is I think I can put a front bumper on this 2021 Tundra, and I don't even have to cut my truck. I know on the 2022, not a huge big deal, but you had to cut that, and it seemed a little scary to have to cut your own truck. I was always afraid I was going to mess that up. So this one, I can take this one off and put a really nice new front bumper on it. If you watched my other video when I first got that truck, one thing I guess I did like, when you're sitting, some of you guys that have that 3rd Gen Tundra and you're sitting there driving down the road, I do like that they put like an armrest right, I'll put a little picture here on my last video. There's a nice little armrest right there by the window. Like if you have your window down, you can almost put your arm up there like it's an armrest. Something stupid, but I did like that. And I know this one doesn't have it. And if there's anybody out there that wants my muffler that's on this truck is ridiculously loud, but it does sound pretty cool. So let me fire this thing up and I'll let you know. Let you guys with the 2022 and 23 and 24, let you know what that old V8 sounds like. So let me fire this thing up. All right, that's just to help you guys. It went from the 2nd gen up to that 3rd gen. That's what the old V8 used to sound like. You remember that? I know a lot of you guys probably still miss that a little bit. Now you got just turbo sound, so I don't know, I guess you get your turbos maybe, but now my muffler is just a little bit too loud. I do plan on maybe changing that out, so that's gonna cost me a few, I don't know, what, $300, $400, $500 to get a new muffler. It's not as loud. This one's a little bit ridiculous. When I'm going down the highway, going through town ain't so bad, but when I go down the highway, it kind of drives me nuts. I don't know, maybe I'm getting old, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like that sound? All right, that's it for this video. I hope I didn't upset any of you guys that already have that 3rd gen. I really hope the best for you guys. I hope that truck runs for 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 miles and you don't have any problems. I'm sure there's gonna be some out there, maybe you'll squeak by somehow, but I think Toyota needs to get off their butt and figure out what's going on with these new trucks. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Please leave me a comment down below if you think I screwed up or you think I made a good decision to get this 2021. And leave me a comment down below if you guys have had any problems or even if you have the 3rd Gen Tundra. Let me know how many miles you got on that thing. Is there anybody out there that has, say, 60, 70, 100,000 miles and has had zero issues? Maybe that'll help some of these guys out there if you leave that comment down below. Hit that subscribe button to help support my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. God bless, and I hope your truck runs for 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 miles.